Today we go through everything Elon posted or commented about Tesla on X over the last days. Elon reshared a post from NVIDIA's director of robotics reacting to Tesla's full self-driving version 14. His name is Dr. Jim Fan, and he said, "I was very late to own a Tesla, but among the earliest to try out FSD V14. It's perhaps the first time I experienced an AI that passes the physical Turing test. After a long day at work, you press a button, lay back, and couldn't tell if a neural net or a human drove you home." Elon quoted that saying you can sense the sentience maturing. And he also said the best real-world AI is Tesla AI. You can sense the sentience. Deebs replied to Dr. Jim Fan saying, "It's a brilliant post. Took me about 5 minutes to relax and about 2 weeks to realize it was better than me. Something my ego was late to accept. I lost a very good friend in high school to completely preventable accident. I don't want anyone to make that statement again." Elon reposted that. Another user who works at Tesla also shared his thoughts, and he said, "In 2016, I witnessed AlphaGo overtake humans as the best Go player. In 2025, I witnessed full self-driving drive better than most humans. What a profound change in our lifetime." Elon replied saying, "Sure is." Then Yuchen added, "Andrej Karpathy said a year ago, Waymo has a hardware problem, while Tesla has a software problem. The San Francisco power outage froze Waymo, but not Tesla full self-driving." He then explained why he believes this happened, saying Waymo operates using a modular architecture that depends on HD maps, LiDAR sensors, cellular connectivity, and many neural networks, which works until one component fails, such as when traffic lights shut down and the HD map no longer matched reality, forcing the vehicle to default to a safe stop while also losing connection to remote operators. Tesla full self-driving works end-to-end, using one large neural network to convert camera pixels directly into steering and braking commands, following Andrej's Software 2.0 idea, where instead of manually writing C++ rules for every scenario, Tesla trains a neural network on billions of human-driven miles, with the software existing as model weights, allowing it to drive more like a human. He said Waymo now has a serious software problem and that its modular structure creates long-term scaling and dependency issues, and long-term, he believes Tesla FSD wins. He said he asked Andrej whether he still believes Waymo's software is better than Tesla's, and he said both feel like the perfect drive now, with differences that only show up over time. Andrej's exact words were, "They both offer what now intuitively feels to me like a perfect drive. Smooth, confident, it just works. There's probably still differences, of course, but you have to wait for them, or aggregate them over many cars, etc." Elon replied saying, "Andrej's understanding is dated at this point. Tesla AI software has advanced vastly beyond what it was when he left. The intelligence density per gigabyte of Tesla AI is at least an order of magnitude better than anything else out there." Then Zach shared his impressions after 10 hours on FSD 14.2.2, and he said, "Zero lane change hesitation at all. Extremely refined. Excellent lane choices and some parking improvements are a few things to note. Really stoked about the lane changes on this build. There is zero lane indecisiveness, no hesitation, no stuttering, nothing." He said, "I had never really seen much before, but this build you can tell its decision-making process is much quicker and it commits." He said, "Mad Max mode is definitely mad again and I love it. Seems even quicker than 14.2.1.25, which was an improvement, but the lane changes and choices are better now." He said, "Hurry mode seems quicker on the highways and larger roads than before and very close to Mad Max. It was perfect before on 14.2.1.25. He said, "The new addition on the release notes for arrival pin being adjusted based on arrival option works. It changes the route based on if you're going curbside or to the lot or street parking." He said, "Parking is improved and impressive this build. Every single spot I parked in it performed excellent. Centered in the lines, quick one and done parking jobs, and they were great. Improvement over early 14.2 builds." He said, "In parking garages it now pulls up exactly at the ticket dispenser, where in earlier 14.2 builds, it would stop 9 inches short like I mentioned in previous build reviews. That's fixed and worked great and couldn't have asked for it any better. Perfect distance and approach, and we'll do a lot more of this testing tomorrow." He said, "Canyon roads were insanely impressive. Did the snake 3 times, which is a super narrow and twisty road, and each time it performed great. Speeds were good. It took the proper lines and even accelerated out of corners very well. These were all in the dark too, very late at night, so I'll post some more videos of it. He said, stop-and-go traffic performance in rush hour was awesome as before, with some added notes for how well it waited to enter an intersection if there was stopped traffic on the other side. It waited 3 out of 3 lights I encountered where if it went and the light changed, it would be sticking into traffic, so it didn't go. Exactly like a human wouldn't, but the car judged it better than I did. He said, one time it creeped a bit slow, but other than that was fine since. I saw one instance of red hands, but before I could react it had already recovered itself. He said, I'm still so impressed with how well it handles lane-splitting motorcycles. It sees them approaching before I even do and moves over just enough to be courteous to the rider as well as the car or shoulder next to me. It's a nice touch and glad to see it perform well. He said, one thing I noticed is how smooth its steering inputs always are. It just takes corners with such precision and smoothness that no human could ever come close to it. Especially noticeable on twisty roads, it drives better than almost every human on them. He said, and I encountered a power outage tonight, and the car still drove perfectly even with pitch black around. He said, overall, loving what I'm seeing with this build. We'll report back in the daytime with more, but I'm going to head home to get some sleep. Another huge thank you to all the magicians at Tesla AI for working so hard during the holiday season to get these updates out. Elon reposted it. Then Neil replied asking, do you know if in Mad Max mode it has fixed the issue where it will mistake minimum speed limit signs as being road speed signs? For example, it will pass a sign that says minimum speed 45 miles per hour and think that the current road speed should be 45 miles per hour, resulting in a deceleration. It only happens in Mad Max mode. In hurry mode, it still reads the sign, but it doesn't decelerate. Elon said, it's fixed.